Hello everybody, this is Ben Elson here. So if you don't know me, now you do. So today's cooking video, I'm going to show you how I make bacon cheeseburger soup. So a lot of ingredients I usually say use like pickles, onions, and all the other nasty stuff to put on a cheeseburger. Personally, I don't like all that crap. Me, I go what it sounds like and what actually it's titled bacon cheeseburger, which is bacon and burger and cheese. Don't forget the cheese. If you forget the cheese, you're an idiot. So, basic ingredients and basic stuff to use is a medium-sized crock pot, some bacon, 1 pound of ground beef. It could be a little bit more than one pound. It's as long as it's not 2 pounds. And 1 block of melt and dip cheese. 1 can, family-sized can of tomato soup, Italian seasoning, and parsley for that part. So first thing we're going to do is fry up some bacon so we can cut it up in little pieces and put it in the crock pot. So I shall pause now. So I shall show you later with bacon. Frying up some bacon. Nice crispy bacon. But yes, the reason why we're cooking bacon first, but then after you're done with using the bacon, you let it cool so that it's easier to cut later on to add to the pot later. Plus, you can use the bacon grease as a fat man's favorite to cook with the hamburger, make a very good flavor. Yeah. Just a heads up, try not to snack on the bacon too. It's tempting. It's delicious. Just don't snack on it because you need it for later. Now the bacon's all cooked and nice and crispy. Don't have to go too crispy. I go about medium, not too wiggly and not too crispy. But you'll probably notice that there is a decent amount of grease in there. And if you're a health nut and don't want to have so much grease, well, you can pour it into one of these, like an old big size coffee cup you have. As long as it's not a plastic one, because it will melt. But you can put your grease in that cup until it cools, and then you can dump it in a trash can. Don't dump it down the sink, or you're going to have one heck of a plumber's bill. But anyways, we'll get ready to cook some hamburger meat soon. So the ingredients I use for the hamburger is I use large seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper. So we're going to add some pepper to this. Some people probably want to know, do you measure your pepper or your ingredients? But how I grew up, we added to our meats and stuff like that, and went by flavor, not by ounces, centimeters, and all that fun junk. So what we usually do is put a nice couple dabs. We do like that, nice little layer, not too covering like crazy. Onion powder. Careful of your onion and garlic powder because they will pour out like crazy. Garlic powder. And then your seasoned salt. And then you cook that up to golden brown, and after that's done, you put it in your strainer. So you strain it up, strain the grease up a little bit. I know you're thinking well, you just put it in bacon grease and stuff. But you need to strain the meat. Okay? So, see you in a bit. So after your hamburger meat is all cooked, make sure there is no pink left. You don't want to have raw meat. Raw meat equals bad. Raw meat turns into Joe Biden. I'm going to get in some trouble for that. Okay. But anyways, after your meat is all cooked, you put it in your strainer. And let that strain as well. And then we go to the next best part. We get to cut the cheese. So now we're going to cut the cheese. No gas intended. So you open up your cheese block. There will be cardboard around, so don't judge me. So how we're going to cut this, we're going to cut this in fourths. Makes it easier for melting in this. I'll show you that after I open this. So we're going to take our big old knife We're going to cut here to about inch slices of cheese. You can use Velveeta blocks or Walmart melt and dip. Just try not to cut yourself, because we don't want to have blood in our thing. But yeah, use your little cheese blocks. You place that in your crock pot. And yes, use the whole block. So that's what it would look like when you cut the blocks and put in your crock pot. And no, it's not on yet, but that will come up soon. Next, we're going to chop up the bacon. And with that, you just chop and dice. Just chop, 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 chop. So I don't think I need to show you that. Okay? So after you pull apart or dice the bacon, it's much easier if you pull it apart. That's why I let it cool. So go ahead and add the bacon to that lovely cheese mixture. And then we'll go ahead and add the hamburger. And then I'll add some tomato soup to it, and then we'll show you the other steps to that. So after adding your hamburger and bacon to the cheese block mixture, you add the 1 can of tomato soup, and we're using a bottle of water because that's equal to that large family can. Plus the water down here we do not drink. There's stuff in the water. Not COVID, but just nasty stuff. So we prefer not to drink that water. So let's go ahead and add the tomato soup. Your bottle of water. And then we dash Italian seasoning, a good layer coat of dash. And then we do another dash of parsley. Yeah, this kind of soup is good for like winter times when you just want to have a nice soup for like tomato soup and grilled cheese kind of stuff. Yes, you can have grilled cheese sandwiches with this soup. So go ahead and turn this thing on to high, and then you're going to set your timer for an hour. Check it to see if it's melted, stir it up. If it looks like it's still chunky from the cheese, probably about like another 30 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. You don't want to burn it, because yes, you can burn stuff in a crock pot. So we'll see you in an hour.